Am I the jerk for refusing to take my girlfriend to nice places because she eats like a kid? My girlfriend is an incredibly picky eater. Like I said in my title, she eats like she is 10 years old. In fact, I'll give a short list of things she refuses to eat: unflavored water, fish, excluding fried shrimp, anything with bones, cheese other than sharp cheddar, spinach, onions, garlic, pasta without red sauce, eggs, spicy food, aioli, ketchup, potatoes, other than French fries, pastries with fruit, citrus, sausage or any non-American food. This compares to me, someone who grew up in multiple different regions of the US and lived abroad for a few years, so I'm a bit more adventurous when it comes to food. Whenever me and my girlfriend go out somewhere nice, she ends up getting the same meals, usually either a burger or chicken tenders and fries. We could be going to an authentic Nepalese restaurant and she will get the French fries and white rice. To me it's kind of embarrassing to go to a restaurant where there is a dress code and for her to order chicken tenders and fries. It especially bothers me that since I typically pay, I end up paying $15 for chicken tenders that I could get from the freezer section at Walmart for $5. Recently in our area a very nice dinner place opened up and my girlfriend has been dying to go. I took a look at the place and the menu and saw that it looked nice but the food was kind of pricey. She said she was probably gonna get chicken tenders as per usual. I asked her what's the point of going then if I can toss some tenders in the air fryer for her and not spend a ridiculous amount of money on it. She asked why I had an attitude about this and I told her that I thought it was a waste of time and money to go to a nice place to get little kid food. She interpreted this as me calling her a little kid. I clarified that I wasn't calling her a child, however it is kinda childish for her to eat the way she does. I also said that if she's gonna order food, we can make it at home. There's no point in us going anywhere. This led to an argument about me thinking I'm better than her. Am I the jerk? Probably not the popular opinion, but I think not the jerk. I don't see the point in taking her to an expensive restaurant with a very specific type of cuisine and her getting fries or chicken fingers. Why is she dying to go there anyway? Edit to add, some people don't understand why OP can't just let her eat what she wants and not care. I will agree him being embarrassed is silly, who cares what strangers think? But I will also tell you that a huge number of people have said for them and many self-described foodies trying new cuisines or restaurants is about savoring the shared experience. It's about trying each other's foods and comparing flavors, textures etc. It's part of how they bond with friends or partners. And while not everyone understands that, it is valid. OP's girlfriend isn't wrong per se, but it seems like for OP he wants to share these experiences with someone who enjoys that as well. Am I the jerk for telling my boyfriend's friends I make twice what he does, when they called me a gold digger and he didn't defend me? I'm in a relationship with a guy who also works in tech. He makes $68K and I make $130K. I am a mechanical engineer at a robotics startup. He works at a more stable job doing programming at a large company. He brought me to meet his friends at a party and they asked me about myself. His friends mostly work in tech too and talked about themselves in terms of their jobs. I told them I'm an hiker, I do archery, I love road trips and camping and riding dirt bikes, etc. Basically talking about my hobbies because work is just a way to get paid to do the crap I love. It's not how I define myself and it doesn't come to mind when someone wants me to tell them about myself. One of his friends asked about work and I said, oh gosh, I don't want to talk about work at a party. Spent my whole day sweating my butt off in 95-degree heat trying to replace this busted motor just to find the replacement part was also screwed. I wasn't lying or trying to downplay that I have a good job, that really is how I spent my day, and I wasn't in the mood to talk shop at a party. Some other conversations came up casually that probably also made me seem poorer, like me saying that car dealership repairs were a rip-off, and telling my boyfriend that my childhood neighbor's trailer caught on fire and I was gonna visit and help her out. I wasn't doing it on purpose, I was literally just talking about my life, but I guess I gave the impression I was poorer. It got later in the night, everyone was getting drunker, and some of his friends, not close ones though, were making jokes about me growing up in a trailer and being a gold digger, and being ready to jump to a richer guy. Really misogynistic crap honestly, since they don't even know me and seem to just assume all girls are good diggers. He didn't say anything. He later said it was because he'd smoked devil's lettuce and gets quiet and has trouble carrying on a quick conversation when he's high. But regardless, I felt hurt he didn't say anything. I got irritated with his friends and asked, now why the hell would you say that when I make twice what he does? His friends went quiet for a second and I continued saying, there ain't no gold to dig here, not with him or anyone at this party. So do you all think I'm cheap? Or do you all think I'm stupid? My boyfriend wanted to leave the party shortly after and he was pretty upset with me for telling everyone I make twice what he does. I said I would have held my tongue if he'd checked his friends himself. But he didn't say anything, so I wasn't about to let them talk to me like that. He said it was humiliating and now everyone thinks I'm a B, and I flippantly said, at least they know I'm a rich B. He was angry I embarrassed him when I spoke up. I was angry I had to say anything at all because his friends were talking crap, so it should be on him to check them. Stuff is still tense. Am I the jerk for explaining why I'm not a gold digger? Not the jerk. His friends sound like those dudes that whine that they can't get girlfriends, think they deserve supermodels, but then are complete misogynists. Boyfriend got his ego bruised that you let it be known you out-earn him, he'll get over it or he's stuck in the patriarchal ideal that the man is supposed to be the main breadwinner. OP's response: you're so right. Before they started shit-talking me specifically, they were talking about how hard it is to work in tech and find a woman who wants you for more than your money. I think what they meant to say was that it was hard for them to work in tech and find a woman who wants them. Full stop. Like, I don't even think it was about me. I think they just had this idea in their heads about how women are and I was just a convenient woman nearby to make an example of. Like, look at OP's boyfriend, his girlfriend grew up in a trailer park, no wonder she's into him. Am I the jerk for not telling my girlfriend that my parents are gay? I'm 25, male, and I have two parents. My birth dad, John, who's 48, male, and my other dad, Dwayne, who's 45, male. I call my birthday John, Dad, and I call my other dad Dwayne, Pops. My birth dad, John, was married to my mom for a few years, then she left my dad and yeah, they ended up divorcing and now she's somewhere in California. I don't know where or what she's doing, haven't talked to her in ages. So Dad and Pops I'm super close with. They are the best parents any child could ask for. I love both of them and they've always been with me. My dad introduced me to Pops when I was a little boy and they had told me they were in a relationship, and I was all for it because I had saw my dad become lonely or sad when he was single, so seeing the fact that my dad loves someone and has a life partner made me super happy. Pops and Dad got married, and we've been living an amazing life. I'm probably more too close to Pops than my own dad, haha, due to the fact that Pops is really cool and he's laid back. I love both of them equally and they love me as well, and I'm blessed to have them as parents. For a few months I've been dating this girl Bella who's my age. I thought she's pretty cute and I liked her. So we kicked it and recently she told me, my parents want to meet your parents and want to come over for dinner. I said sure. I'll tell my family. So yesterday, Friday night, Bella comes in. Pops greets her and says, come on in sweetheart, dinner is ready. She says you must be OP's dad. So good to meet you, and she shakes his hand and she sees Dad come out of the kitchen. He's holding the mac and cheese tray with the mittens and is putting it on the table. Then Bella says, who's he? I said, oh that's my dad. She said, I thought he's your dad, and she's referring to Pops. I say, yeah, that's my Pops. And that's my dad. She pulls me to the side and says, I didn't know your parents are gay? Oh my god. Why didn't you tell me? I genuinely didn't know why. That'd be an issue also. Because you're dating me, not my parents and all, so it shouldn't matter. But I guess it's a concern for her. Her parents come at the door, after they parked the car, and Bella tells her parents, let's leave, and they left. I told my parents, I'm sorry, and they said, son, don't worry, this is nothing new, ha ha, and then we all sat down and enjoyed dinner and went to sleep. So am I the jerk for not telling? Not the jerk, but in the future make it one of the first things you talk to a potential GF about during the fact-finding stage. Best way to avoid any hurt feelings, homophobes, etc. Let this girl go if you haven't already. She's not worth it. OP's response: yeah, I mean, if she asked I would have told her, but she never asked. Plus, I mean, I never thought it'd be something to bring up to begin with, you know. But yeah, I broke up with her this morning. Am I the jerk for not waking up my girlfriend for her exam after I overheard her calling me a little b? My girlfriend has online summer courses and she had an exam for one of them this morning. I usually wake her up for pretty much everything because she sleeps through her phone alarm no matter how long it buzzes or how many she sets. She has joked that I'm her butler before, and within the context of a relationship it's okay, so I didn't mind. Obviously I want to love my partner and try to make her life easy. However, last night she was chatting with her friends and she thought I couldn't hear. She was bragging that I'm her little bee, and I do everything for her when she tells me to, etc. It really hurt my feelings because they were making comments like "hey good, put him in his place," and she was agreeing. She specifically said, "Yeah, I'm not worried about tomorrow because the B will make sure I'm up and he'll probably have breakfast ready for me too." I went to bed pretty hurt by it, and come morning I didn't bother to wake her up when her alarm started to go. She usually only gets up when someone physically shakes her, but I let her turn off her alarm and she slipped back into sleep, and I turned around and went back to sleep too. When she woke up she was yelling at me saying I'm a jerk and I've cost her exam and I'm a piece of crap for what I did. Not the jerk. Your girlfriend sounds incredibly abusive. You shouldn't have to put up with that. Don't wait for any more red flags. Get out of this now. You deserve better. Not the jerk. Now it's time to just break up with her. If you keep being passive-aggressive and doing things like this, you'll quickly become a jerk too. Better to leave this toxic environment. Update from OP. Sorry for not responding sooner. I wrote this up on my break at work and now I have to get back to it. Can't have my phone, work with food. I wasn't expecting this many replies so fast. I think we're breaking up. I told her this morning after she called me a B for being upset by being called a B, lol, but she says she's not done with me. I'm just trying to get through today's shift and then deal with stuff later. I'll try and get back as soon as I can. We've been together a year and it was my first real relationship, but I'm tired of her not acknowledging how crappy she made me feel and still calling me a B. That word is really making me feel like crap and small. Am I the jerk for my girlfriend hating my white lies to others? 30 male, with 28 female girlfriend. Shouldn't have had this conversation before date night. Pretty much ruined. But she tells me that she is experiencing feelings of doubt in trusting things I said because I tell white lies. Nothing serious but little things. Like I lied to some hotel staff so she could go to the bathroom, or lied to the airplane hostess so I could get an extra soda. And she is like, seeing those is damaging. Your best self is someone that doesn't lie. I'm of the opinion that people lie when they are uncomfortable. Her best friend just lied to their other friend because she wasn't comfortable sharing her relationship drama yet. But she also said her best friend has a zero-tolerance lie policy. To me that makes her friend a hypocrite and it makes my girlfriend naive. People lie. Lies are tools. Just because I use the tool in certain situations, doesn't mean you can't trust me. I know my parents have lied, my advisor lies, everyone lies when it suits them. It doesn't mean you have to spend every second doubting what people are saying. And I shared these things with her. She now thinks I don't care about her. I'm like, it's ridiculous to promise I'd never lie about anything in life ever, so she can trust me. That crap is unrealistic and naive. Now we need couples therapy. Am I the jerk or is she just being super naive? You're the jerk, you said it yourself. Lies are tools, and you have no personal moral issue with lying. So, she's right. She has no reason to trust you, because you're going to lie to her, and you don't see a problem with that. White lies are harmless. A white lie is when you don't like someone's cooking but say it tasted great, or tell someone you're in a rush so you don't have to stop to talk to them. They're absolutely not tools you can use to get free crap, which I feel counts as theft, worm your way out of things, or get special treatment. You sound like a compulsive, pathological liar. That's not good. You're the jerk, but only because you don't seem to realize that telling your girlfriend lies are good is a problem. She's not naive. She doesn't want a boyfriend she can't trust. Gosh. Am I the jerk for keeping my girlfriend awake during movie night? I, 21 female, have been with my girlfriend, 29 female, for almost a year. She has a very demanding and stressful job and I always want to let her have enough sleep. We have agreed to watch a movie together on her golden weekend when she has enough time. I really enjoy movies and I love watching them with her. The only problem is, she barely lasts through the half of the film and falls asleep afterward. She's even developed this tactic where she puts her head in my lap and gets me to play with her hair and instantly falls asleep. So it is more or less me watching the movie alone and getting her up to go to bed when the movie ends. I already told her about a movie I was excited to watch with her and asked her to try and watch it with me. Whenever I felt like she was getting sleepy I'd ask her a question. I didn't play with her hair and kept her awake through it. At the very end she got upset and said I was being mean to her by not letting her sleep. I told her I really wanted to hear her opinion on the film and have a conversation with her about this, and I wasn't mean. I just let her stay awake, especially because she has a golden weekend. She got all upset and said she doesn't care about the movie and only agreed to these nights to relax with me. I kind of felt bad afterwards, but I really loved watching the whole thing with her. Am I the jerk? Everyone sucks here. Stop playing games with each other and just tell each other what you want or don't want instead of trying to trick the other one into giving you what you want. Everyone sucks here. You for keeping her awake, and her for not being honest about wanting to watch the movies. You all need to have a serious discussion about expectations and spending time together.